Morning, y'all. Fuzzy biker here, South Dakota somewhere, uh, Hot Springs or something like that. This is morning two, second night in the campground here. We're at KOA. Here's our setup here. That's our tin pad there. It's set up on the pad. So hot rod Himalayan right there, hot rod Tiger over yonder. We had a ball yesterday. We drove up 570 miles for me. He had over about 600, and we did that day one. Spent the night here. Yesterday morning we got up and we went to Wind Cave Park. That's how we started. Wind Cave National Park, something like that. Saw buffalo, antelope, all kinds of amazing things. Teepees, a bunch of teepees, and I don't know what that was all about. Beautiful scenery. We drove around the countryside, and when we say that, remember the countryside here has hill slopes that are hundreds of feet tall, and just absolutely amazing stuff. We came back into Hot Springs for lunch, and we found this hill. We saw this hill with towers on it. We thought, hey, can we get to those? And so we mapped and looked, and we found those towers, that road. And that road was, not only was it super steep there like that, but it was also very lefty righty, very crummy, a lot of big rocks in it, and just about as technical a ride as I can do anyway. And that old Himalayan right there just tractored right up. It didn't even sweat. It just, those things are such good motorcycles. I had Baxter Cycle in Marnie, Iowa. Check that thing over before we left, and that thing, I've got over 27,000 miles on her now, and I've got Dunlop Trail Max tires on it. We put the big windshield on it. We've got these Royal Enfield accessory handguards, and I've got a seat concept seat, but it just tractors on like a champ. It's just such a great motorcycle. I bought that 2.5 years ago now, and I'm just in love with that beast. And I'm really torn after this trip, particularly every time I ride it, but after this trip particularly, because I just love riding that motorcycle, and it's been one of those bikes in my life. I've had it over 60. It's just been one of those things that really leaves a. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm not sure what to do about that. It's do I trade? The new ones are coming out. Do I trade it off? I really would like to have a new one. So have first world problems, right? Today we are going to. We've got a different plan for today. We know we did a whole bunch of after in the afternoon yesterday after climbing that mountain. We did a whole bunch of wide open space riding, and we did a whole bunch of pavement, and then we got on gravel, or not what they call gravel, and did a whole bunch of wide open spaces, prairies. It's prairie like an ocean, so all you could see was this green clover fields forever. Anyway, today we're gonna do a little bit of pavement riding to get us to an area that we know has excellent gravel riding, off-road riding, and we're going to try to stay on the off-road most of the day. So we're going to have our breakfast, get our lunch, pack it up, take the bikes, and see what kind of nonsense, what kind of trouble we can get into, right? It's been a grand trip. It's just been a grand trip, and I love that bike. It's a get out there and ride, my friends. Get out there and ride. I want to thank Baxter Cycle. They're helping us out with this odyssey by making sure our motorcycles run right. My Himalayan and his Tiger. Y'all need any motors? If y'all are in the market for a Royal Enfield, Triumph, classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, thingamajigs, doodads, service, anything at all, get yourself over to Baxter Cycle, Marnie, Iowa, or go to Baxter Cycle, or go to BaxterCycle.com. Tell those fine folks that the Fuzzy Biker sent you. It's a beautiful morning. I'm just up. I haven't even had my coffee yet, so I'm going to go do that. Maybe I can talk better than that. Anyway, life is good, my friends. Get out and ride. Wahoo!